Have you been searching for that perfect place? You know, the one where you never want to leave? It has breathtaking scenery, wildlife everywhere, lots to do, amazing food, and a culture that will intrigue you. We think we found this paradise, and its name is Bali. Welcome to our Bali Travel Guide, where we show you the sights, things to do, and what to eat. There are lots of places to stay in Bali. Here are 3 of our suggestions. Nusa Dua. This is a place to stay if you're looking for the beach resorts with beautiful hotels. It has great outdoor malls with shops, restaurants, and cafes to hang out at. A grocery store to buy your own food and beverages if you so choose. Keep in mind, it will be more expensive in Nusa Dua than the rest of Bali, as it is tailored for all-inclusive style tourists. But if you do walk outside of the resorts, you can get great deals. There's lots of activities to do here, like rent bikes, stroll the beach, and take day trips to see the rest of Bali. We're riding here in Bali on these antiquated bikes that are kind of falling apart. It's kind of nice. It's better than walking. And we're getting on a kind of a tour. They're taking us around, so fun. Keep in mind, Nusa Dua is far away from most tourist sites like waterfalls and temples, and you will spend a lot of your time commuting. Sanur is the oldest upscale resort area. This little beachside town has restaurants and accommodations, but has a quiet and relaxed feel to it. You're closer to tourist attractions like many temples and waterfalls. It's a great point to get onto boats going to Nusa Lambangan and Nusa Penida. There's lots of cool shops, bars, and restaurants. Everything is within walking distance or a short taxi ride. In Sanur, we felt like we were more immersed in the Bali's culture than in Nusa Dua. Where are we again? Sanur. We're looking for a bathing suit.
What do you think? Am I ready for the rice paddy fields?
I do. You're all good to go. Ubud is located inland, approximately 200 meters above sea level. It has cooler temperatures, but is located near all the amazing temples. It's regarded as the cultural center plus the arts and craft hub of Bali. There's tons of great food, shopping, and coffee shops. Looking good, don't you think?
No.
Good? Howdy, ma'am.
No, not good.
Can I buy a couple dresses today?
Sure.
Ubud is much more lush than Sanur and Nusa Dua, and you really get to immerse yourself in the Balinese culture. Now that you got yourself settled in a place to stay, you need to know what things there are to do in Bali. First, let's look at the rice fields of Bali. They are a must-see. There are a lot of rice fields to choose from to visit. The one we really liked was Tegalalang. Tegalalang is famous for its rice terrace landscapes. It's situated in a small valley crowded with palm trees. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. We're in Bali in the rice fields. Never thought I'd ever come here. Ever. There are giant swings which cost about $2 which are fun to swing on and gives you a unique view of the fields.
We just did the swing. Of course, I'm afraid of heights a bit, so I had to put my fears behind me and try the swing, and it was so fun. We loved it. So if you come to Bali, you gotta come to the Tegalalang rice terraces and do the swing.
Bali is known for its centuries-old temples. They are everywhere, as every business and household has them. Some of these temples have become iconic landmarks. When you're in Bali, you should at least visit one of them. Here's a list of 4 of our favorite temples in Bali. Ulan Danu Baritan Temple. If you only see one temple, we believe this is the temple to see. Located in the middle of Bali, it rests on Lake Baritan, 1,200 meters above sea level. This temple is used for offerings and ceremonies dedicated to the Balinese water, lake, and river goddess Dewi Danu. One of the most interesting things is part of this temple floats on a lake. And if you're lucky enough to go on a day with no clouds, you can see a magnificent mountain range in the background. It is pouring rain. Has a beautiful temple, a beautiful lake, and a ginormous volcano that you can see back there in the rain. Can't see it.
No.
The beauty of this temple is second to none. Next is the Elephant Cave Temple. This temple dates as far back as the 11th century. The entrance of the cave depicts a giant menacing face with a wide open mouth. Built for prayers and enclosed meditation. It's so humid in here. It's hot. Normally in caves I find it really cool. And, it's beautiful. They meditate in here. It's pretty awesome. You gotta come to the Elephant Cave Temple. This temple is surrounded by a lush rainforest with trickling streams and water paths. Next is Tirtha and Pool Temple. For over 1,000 years, Balinese Hindu worshippers have been drawn to this holy water temple. The sacred springs are said to have been created by the god Indra and possess curative properties.
The water comes from the ground, and you can go in, and it's considered holy water, and you can get a blessing.
At this temple, you can participate and bathe in the refreshing blessed water. There is also a large pool filled with koi fish. This part of the temple is peaceful, and if you so choose, you can feed the fish. You will be required to wear sarong for both men and women and cover your shoulders. These can be attained at the entrance of the temple. Last but not least is the Ubud Monkey Forest. This forest has 3 temples inside it: Dalam Agun Pandagatal Temple, Holy Springs Temple, and Prajapati Temple. But it's the Balinese long-tailed monkey people come here to see. Almost 600 monkeys live in this forest. When you come here, remember these animals are wild and sometimes unpredictable. If you follow the rules and don't panic when the monkeys approach you, you don't have to worry about being bit. How you doing?
Oh, Dad!
You going through my pocket? Although there is that risk, it's still worth to see this amazing place. This is one of the most crowded sites in Bali, so keep this in mind before going. The waterfalls in Bali are some of the most spectacular in the world. Here are 3 suggestions of waterfalls for you to consider. Tukat Sapung waterfall near Ubud. This waterfall is a hidden gem and not very busy. You hike down into a cavern and walk through a creek to the spectacular waterfall.
Oh my God, it's worth the drive. Lots of windy roads to get here, but it's amazing.
Beautiful.
And not too many people here today, so we're lucky.
The moss-covered walls and filtered sunlight make you feel like you're in another world. Keep in mind this waterfall is best to be seen in the morning at just the right time so that the sun is shining in the cavern, making for the best experience. Next is Vvano waterfall. This waterfall is hidden deep in the jungle. Few people know of it, which makes it a perfect waterfall to avoid the crowds. The hike to the waterfall is lush and has some smaller waterfalls along the way to enjoy. It's one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen. Stunning. The waterfalls here are amazing. One of the most popular waterfalls is Teganungun waterfall. It's not too far from Ubud, but if you don't like crowded places, then this waterfall is not for you. Otherwise, it is worth the visit. It's surrounded by lush forests, cafes, shops, which helps make it an unforgettable experience. This waterfall is amazing and should be seen if you have the chance. There are 3 Nusa Islands just off of Bali: Nusa Lembongan, Nusa Penida, and Nusa Senegan. All of them are equally breathtaking, but in this video, we're going to cover just Nusa Lembongan. Nusa Lembongan is great if you want to swim with manta rays and snorkel. Did you guys see a manta ray?
Yeah!
Hey! I think we saw a manta ray. You can also kayak the beautiful mangroves and just hang out at the amazing beaches. Nusa Lembongan can be done as a day trip, or you can choose to stay at some amazing resorts. If you like to cycle, then a bike ride through small Balinese villages is for you. This tour takes you from high up in the mountains, where you cycle down through farm fields and small villages. Oh, this is pretty good so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not really mountain biking, but we get to go through a mountain, through a village with a tour, and
all the locals are coming out greeting us.
Yeah, it's awesome. You stop and meet the locals and get to visit a traditional Balinese house.
People are missing out who are just staying on the resorts. You've got to get out here and experience the culture. I'm just blown away. This is my favorite thing. Oh my God, I love it.
More to Bali than beaches and pools.
Way more. We should have spent more time in Ubud.
At the end of the ride, you come away with an amazing appreciation of the Balinese people and their culture. This was one of the best experiences we had in Bali. If you bring your kids, here's a couple of amazing activities for your kids plus adults to do. First, Water Bomb Park. This is one of the best water slides we've ever been to. It's great for families, thrill seekers, and people who just want to relax and soak the day away. All right, got on the adult ride. Just need a beer. Next is the Bali Treetop Adventure Park. This park includes zip lines and an eco-adventure park where you get to climb trees to the high ropes course. A little more effort in there. Pull.
Mom and and Dad are a bit scared of this, but if you don't look down, you're fine. But if you look down, you kind of get scared.
This park is great for all ages and lots of fun for the whole family. This is a good idea. It's a lot of fun. It's not something you see people do in Bali on videos and stuff.
No, it's good.
It's very good. In Bali, there are a lot of interesting things you should stop and check out if you happen to drive by. Here are a few that we happened to stop by and didn't regret it. The Bali Haunted Hotel and Dangerous Animal Guide. It's abandoned, so we're gonna go stay there tonight.
No, we're not.
Not? Katie.
Oh my god. That is so poisonous.
It's not poisonous, boss. This can find snake.
You put it on your neck.
No, I'm not putting it on
How
my
about
neck. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy.
What are you doing? Monkeys on the road where you can stop and feed them. It's on the side of the road here. Feeding a monkey. Not me, that guy. The iconic Bali Handara Gate, which is one of the most Instagram spots on the island. And the botanical gardens, which contain more than 21,000 living species from the mountainous areas in eastern Indonesia. You're probably wondering about the food in Bali. In our opinion, Bali has some of the best food in the world. Everywhere we ate was amazing. Didn't matter if it was local cuisine or pizza. Name of the restaurant?
Smorgas Cafe.
Smorgas Cafe.
At Pantai Karang Street,
Yeah?
Bali.
You gotta come eat here, it's good. There's so much choice here.
It's so good.
It's so good. I love it. You can get amazing food as low as $2 a person and not be disappointed. There is good coffee and some that come from the bum of an animal, which is called a luwak. We tried it. Will you?
I'm going to try the luwak espresso.
Coffee from that animal's bum.
Yep, they eat the beans, they poo it out, and they make coffee. So here we go.
Give it a
Cheers,
try.
everybody. Tastes like any other espresso, honestly.
That's it?
Yeah.
There are many ways to get around Bali. You can use a taxi, and if you do, we recommend sticking with the Bluebird taxis as they are more reliable and safe. You can hire a driver or rent scooters. They're all great ways to see Bali. Bali is one of our favorite countries in the world, and although this video doesn't cover all there is to do in Bali, we hope this information helps you in planning your trip. And oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit that like button for more fun videos.